Hello. I really wanted to record today because I got all dressed up to go to the fair, and yet my boyfriend decided that we shouldn't go today and we're gonna go tomorrow, so I decided to record how I did my hair and everything so I can come back and see myself. I do like to look at myself. The mirror lets me see myself and know who I am, and it also lets me correct what I don't like about myself through seeing the energy of myself and in my head when I can think of what's better, and slowly and unconsciously that will come about in my life. The mirror is important to me in magic, and I know there's mirror magic and stuff. A lot of weird stuff. One time when I was looking in the mirror, I was thinking about fairies, kind of intently, and yeah, this whitish fairy face I began to see in the mirror. It was like a queen fairy, a white fairy, and I stopped at that point. Stuff like this happens to me every day. It's because I believe in stuff like this. It's so natural to me that I don't find anything wrong with it, or exceptional either. I do this because I'd like it to be an everyday thing, for the world, and for me to have all my desires and dreams come true. And that's what I believe in, and I've found a good enough venue to feel that creation, so I can sustain the hope and faith in it. And that has come about because I found out what I really liked by some guy emailing me in junior high, and I just fell in love with his spirit. It was so potent and beautiful. His writing, he introduced me into so much spirituality, and it was from his framework, his head, that I birthed myself into coming into understanding spirituality. And I'm glad he's the one that introduced me to it, because he's very smart in my opinion, and I think we have the same personality really close. Honorable, spiritual, exceptionally deserving and willing to fight for freedom. It's almost like a pompous, happy sword play for freedom. It's how I view this. It's all fanciful, and I'm not saying that it really will be created, whatever you're thinking of. It's just fun to do it, and if it does create itself, then you knew that it was in line with God. That's why if you want something so much that you feel bad, you're not playing with it. You need to have fun with whatever you want to have fun with, and that will lead you to wherever you want to go. And also society will dictate what you can do and can't do, so you have to have fun in that framework, and that will teach you as well. I'm at that stage. I'm still at the stage where society affects me, and I feel kind of bad about it, and I'm learning to listen to it now as a viable entity that has truth in it about my current state of being. As I learn to listen to it and honor its integrity, its own personal values, then I'll be able to value mine in that same spiritual framework and show them who I am, and they won't be offended. I'm waiting to get off my Wellbutrin, as I believe mourning and depression is a part of spirituality for me. I do love mourning for the dead, for the suffering, for happiness, and for the grace of God and glory of creation and spontaneity, everything. Mourning, crying is a big part of me. It's how I feel things. I just need to learn how to control this and when to do it, so that the authorities won't catch me being crazy and unexceptionable to them. Offensive. So I'm trying not to be offensive. I asked to get half my dose. I thought I was on 200 milligrams, but then he says I'm on 300. So, then he says in a month we'll, ask my therapist if she thinks it's okay for me to, get on 150. I don't have too much faith that, she'll be happy with that. I still believe jealousy plays a big part in who we are as humans. A jealous God is the Christian God. He said that he was a jealous God, and that's to teach us that we are jealous human beings, and that's one of the big side steps we need to take care of in order to be fulfilled. So indeed, people in authority still have jealousy, and that creates havoc in the world. If she didn't have jealousy, I'd probably be able to talk to her a little bit more. Girls fight with girls because of prettiness, and that's part of the reason why I gained weight. That's a big reason why people gain weight. They don't want to F with jealousy and that petty vibration. Compared to spirituality, it's nothing to be skinny. So much. And I even believe in the future, when vibrations of love are raised, that fat people will be able to be healthy in the world, because sex and that vibration won't have so much of a value. There will be sex, but it won't be that same kind of hellish, Luciferian, intense, kind of greedy, like, feel that you feel when you see so many sexual things all over. I want it to be more whole and accepting and understanding. And understanding and accepting won't happen unless we include that strange sexuality that is now. To change, we have to accept what already is, so that what already is can change as well. It's kind of like getting our lower self to come to our higher self. Last night I ate. I do this spontaneously. I'm trying to fast, and every now and then I take a nibble of food, but I'm losing weight, and I just get disappointed in myself. But as I go towards the light and who I am, the voices of demonic hatred and evil don't have so much authority over me. Science really needs to catch up. It's persecuting so many people in the world because it's learning its own divinity. It's learning its crawling baby steps. It's gonna help spirituality in the end. It's gonna help spirituality come to earth and be an everyday thing, because science is so real and concrete, and spirituality is out there. It's almost like that Star of David kind of thing, like the higher intersecting with the lower. Oh, I'll draw it so you can know what it looks like if you don't know what it looks like. See? This would be... Oops, I don't want you. Crap. I hope I didn't show you my password, dude. Oh, whatever. It's just a website. Okay. This would be, the higher world, and that would be the lower world. This is kind of an occult thing, thing to know. And when they come together right there, I think it's called the Merkaba. Except I associate that name with the 3D image to practice in your head. And when they come together, they look like that, or the Star of David, and that's a goal for some people, to do that. It's the purpose of some people's lives, to make the lower part come up and the higher part go down, and so they meet in the middle. I do enjoy stream of consciousness, and Nick, the guy who introduced me to spirituality over the internet, he reminds me of stream of consciousness, and he's the one that told me that word. All these things that he told me, these spiritual things that he told me, that seemed so grand and divine when I first read them. I'm now implementing them in my own life, and because he taught me with such power, he had power and inner knowing, that comes to me, and I can use that integrity when I say that word, or any word, and it has a knowing quality to it. It's like the process of discovery for the world. Some people get to know stuff, and then they teach it to others, and it's like a fact. You don't have to explain everything, because people discover different stuff. Okay. I think I'll, name this as, a diary entry or something. It's just so random, but this is how I like to talk right now. Anyway, have a great day. And I don't know, I love to use all the time. I'm just trying to get comfortable with myself so that I don't have to lie, and I can make my truth be more hip and cutting edge and popular, as being cool is so good for this world. Everybody wants to be cool, it seems. And if I make my heavenly truth be cool, then I might be more sane. And it's odd, because it's like I'd have to be a nun to do what I want to do, and I can't do what I want to do in the real world. Hopefully in the future, on some tangent, that the world will go, in a reality, as this world, the same world, can go on that and the other direction. It splits off into realities. Hopefully one reality timeline will take me to this beautiful place of peace. And peace is like the answer. You can figure out all the problems of the world if you just relate it to peace and love. Okay, I'll talk to you later.